The gantry homestead sat like a bone in the throat of the high desert, choked by wind-scoured dust and the absolute silence of miles. Leah's had come seeking exactly this void, a place where the past felt less like a shadow and more like a layer of sediment you could brush from a windowsill. The house was a skeletal thing of sun-bleached wood and rattling panes, its only companion an ancient television set huddled in the corner of the main room, usually a dead black rectangle reflecting the perpetual gloom. It was moments past 2:30, the hour deep enough that the only sound should have been the house groaning against the wind. Then a click, sharp and impossible in the stillness. The television gasped awake, not with a picture, but a hiss of static, like dry scorpions scrabbling inside the frame. It flared with an unnatural intensity, painting the room in strutting grays and making the shadows leap like startled prey. He didn't move. And the remote was nowhere. But even if it were, instinct screamed against touching the thing. The static didn't ebb. It shifted, coalescing into something vaguely resembling a picture. Black and white, impossibly grainy, yet possessing a disturbing clarity in its details. A room, not his, but utterly still, utterly empty. And then a figure. A woman, seated perfectly upright, facing the camera. Her eyes were dark hollows, her mouth a thin, fixed line that pulled upwards at the corners in something that wasn't a smile, but a rictus of dreadful knowledge. Her head was tilted, listening to a silence Ilias couldn't hear. Her lips parted, moved, forming words in the soundless broadcast. No sound emerged from the speakers, only the abrasive hiss of the static underlying the image. Yet, he understood. A gnawing dread began to coil in his gut. Suddenly, the image dissolved, replaced by another perspective, nauseatingly unsteady. It was his living room. The cracked leather armchair, the scatteron, the dust motes dancing in the ghostly television light. The camera, held low, began to move. He panned across the space, agonizingly slow, towards the dark rectangle of the hallway leading to the bedroom. A left feed. Happening now. He was watching his own house from a perspective he couldn't see, moving towards the part of the house where he should be sleeping. The woman's image cut back in abruptly. Her head snapped forward, eyes like twin abysses locking onto him. Through the screen, through the distance, through the veil of static and dust. Her mouth formed the words again, precise and terrible, somehow louder in their silence than any shout could be. They seemed to hang in the air between him and the flickering glass, palpable and cold. I'm already inside. The television went dead. The instantaneous blackness. The hiss vanished, replaced by silence so profound it felt like a physical weight. For a beat, 2 beats, nothing. Only the wind outside, suddenly sounding distant and harmless. Then, from the hallway, just beyond the threshold shown on the broadcast, a faint, distinct click. The sound of a footstep. Not the house settling, not the wind. A deliberate step. And it was behind him.